On Starting Over, the life coaches had the couples carry heavy backpacks to physically feel what their partners experienced when they weren't respected.
Today, you're going to have an opportunity to see what your partner is carrying based on your behavior.
Michael told everyone how his relationship with Jacqueline fell apart after he cheated.
This whole past year, we've been trying to work on gaining that trust back.
Tension between Jennifer and Lou grew after she admitted she felt overwhelmed with responsibility and couldn't ask for help.
And why won't you let your husband help you?
Because I put too much on myself. It's just control.
I hope you understand that what he's saying to you today is that is disrespectful to him.
Yes.
And Iyanla tried to get Simon and Casey to communicate better, but Simon continued to isolate himself, which prevented a breakthrough.
Can you talk to me about what the terror is about?
Upsetting him.
Because if you upset him,
He doesn't deal with me.
One house,
I need a second chance.
women from all walks of life, striving, bonding, reinventing themselves,
This house changed my life.
starting over. Life has never been this real.
I'm exhausted this morning. I feel emotionally drained. I feel tired. I just feel like I'm going through a lot emotionally right now, and it's like doing a detox. I don't think Simon is going to make it. I don't think he likes people in his personal space. I'm definitely worried because if it's kind of like we both have a lot of hurt going on inside.
I'm scared to share our story today because I'm afraid of all the things that could come out once I do open up. My goal is to really learn how to trust people again, especially men, so that ultimately Mike and I can learn how to build a good foundation to start our lives together on. For about 6 months, we went without showing any affection whatsoever because, for him to even kiss me was weird.
Oh, me and Jacqueline go first today.
You know, like that going first thing.
What's that?
Get it over with?
Yeah.
We're past the kissing point, and every once in a while we have sex, but it's really not, it's not what I want it to be, and it's definitely not what he wants it to be.
Simon and I stayed up until 4 in the morning.
No, you didn't.
Oh,
Why?
we were just talking and couldn't stop.
That's good to get you well.
Yeah. You were supposed to say that's good fun male bonding.
That's good fun male bonding.
I know that there's a lot of things that I do in my marriage with Louie that control him and demasculate him, and until being in the Starting Over house, I wanted to blame him for everything and just stay in my autopilot ways. So I know that I'm fixing to get called out on my stuff.
Oh my God, that's so nasty.
But Lou says it's going to heal you.
Right.
I think that Louie is really looking forward to group today. From everything he said, he is anxious to tell his story, and he's looking forward to it, and I'm dreading it.
good morning.
Good morning,
How you
everyone.
doing, people?
Seats, excellent, but you're
Yes.
still couple friendly.
Yeah,
So
in a new position.
Cheryl and Troy and Simon and Casey, you guys just switch couches. As we talked about yesterday, what Starting Over is all about is really being naked, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, because you've been constructing walls. And now it's time, when you entered the Starting Over house, what you agreed to was that you're willing to take down the walls. We've gotten to know Casey and Simon. We've gotten to know Cheryl and Troy. And now I'd like to get to know Lou and Jennifer.
Are you not looking forward to standing all the way up in your truth?
I'm just not looking forward to this.
Looking forward to what?
I don't know.
Sharing your life?
Yeah.
So let's find out a little bit more about Jen and Lou.
So this is a picture of Lou, I would take it.
So Jen, when you look at that,
It makes me happy. We got married in Santa Fe, New Mexico, and that's in my parents' front garden area.
next photo.
I love to just stare at that picture. She looks so happy and sweet and like she's having a good time.
Okay, so you went to school to be a hairdresser. You worked in a salon for a year. Did Louis work in the same salon?
Yeah. That kind of represented my attempt to break away from my parents. It didn't work.
Okay.
I didn't stay there very long. I only worked there like a year. I stopped being a hairdresser, went back to work for my dad.
The thing that strikes me so about this picture is that I think Miss Jennifer was in such rebellion against her father till she's made her husband into somebody he is not.
I just don't think I've ever really left the nest in a way. I've never really just been on my own.
So you have two men in your life, your husband and your father. Who takes up the most space?
My father.
Yes.
I don't think Lou has ever come to terms with how devastating it is that Jen's father has more rights to his wife than he does.
What did your parents think of your choice in mates?
They love Louis.
Okay, so you don't think that your parents had a problem with Louis' profession?
When I made the decision to go to cosmetology school, because I decided first, and then he followed suit, they were very disappointed in my decision. You know, they wanted me to do the lawyer thing, but I just don't know if I want to nurture that side of my personality. So they were disappointed.
That's
That's
before
like
we got
before
married.
we got married. That's probably in the first year, I guess.
That's whenever I was the sweet,
He's really sweet.
long-haired guy that she fell in love with.
And that was
To her, he's gone.
Is he gone?
Yeah, I mean, he's in there, but a defensive, tough guy has stepped in to protect him.
From
Her anger, I guess, maybe. She's mad. I mean, it feels like she's always mad, and when she's not mad, she could be any second.
What's it like to live like that?
It's a roller coaster that you know, it takes you to high, fun heights and then down into ugly, scary, you know what I mean? To where you're just going, what am I doing? Anytime I ask what I'm doing, though, I always am able to reach back and know where I want us to be, and that's reaching unity and harmony and unfettered, carefree love, you know.
Casey, are you connecting with him?
Let's move to the next photo.
I was in a powerful rock band. I'm really sad that band broke up.
And the band broke up because?
What it was that I was managing the band. And I think that was a very, you know, Louis joined the band and they had a manager, and it was kind of not a very good manager, you know, so Louis and I kind of took over, and they really did well, and through me, I was really proud of myself. Through me, they started getting a lot of attention. I did all kinds of things to promote them. It was my proudest thing, but if you're a woman, you're just a bitch.
One thing's for certain, my wife can take being called a bitch a lot more than she can take being called an awesome, fun person. She gets butchered instead of nurtured, and I contribute to that butchery, and she deserves more.
Next photo. And who's this?
That's Elena. That was, I guess, in the first few months. She's 2.5, so.
So when you look at your daughter, Lou, what do you think?
I think, look, that if we can do right by her, if we can give her the best of us, sky's the limit. She's out of sight. She's an open book that hasn't been written in yet.
How do you feel?
I think she looks just like me, but I don't want her to be.
But for the last year, she's been beating you up, disrespecting you, reminding you of your shortcomings, why do you stay?
So you think she looks like you, but you don't want her to be you. So there's nothing good about you that you want her to take on?
It's not that. It's just there's a lot of bad and I don't want her to take that on.
Next photo, please. So Jen, why don't you go ahead and explain your self-portrait?
Well, I'm a little frustrated. That's just how I feel. I just feel bogged down by everything.
She has just got, she's taking the weight of everything negative.
It looks like she's so mad that she's mad at everybody in that picture.
Next portrait. What were you thinking, Lou?
Whenever I tell our story to people, I don't know, it's always, she is like my savior almost. She helped me become so much better. I was such a waste of space. I needed Mom.
Jen and Lou have formed a pattern. Jen is the parent, and Lou is the child. Jen is the responsible, controlling one, and Lou is Mr. Irresponsible, the one out of control. Well, a child and parent relationship never works in an intimate manner.
If we can move towards the goal for Jen and Lou. Loving through change. How does that sit with both of you?
Yeah, I think we need to learn how to do it.
Well, I'm going to be your primary coach. You and I are going to be spending lots and lots of time together. We'll be meeting later today and working together. And before we dismiss group,
Got an assignment for you. There's a twist to this mission, okay? You're not going to be working with your partner, and you've got an hour to complete this assignment. So please be on it.
so Casey, you're going to be with Lou. Jennifer, you're going to be with Simon. Troy, you're going to be with Jacqueline. And Michael, you're going to be with Cheryl. Those are your teams, and just remember the key word that we're working on, respect.
Each couple must work together to collect a mirror, a child's toy, a bouquet of flowers, some money, and some printed material. The real test here is not who can collect the most items the fastest. The real test is whether or not they can respect the partner they'll be working with today, which is not the partner they'll be living with when they leave the starting over house.
What's that? Start the timer.
It is definitely going to be harder because I am used to my husband taking charge and making the decisions.
Did y'all say paper currency?
Yeah, it's the same.
Does that mean money or does that mean...
That's what I was asking, paper currency.
Whoever's with my wife will stand a great chance because she is an awesome problem solver.
Simon's trying to get me in trouble. Okay, that's all I have to say. and if I go along, it will be unwillingly. I want everyone to know that.
They're working strategies. What are we going to do? Do we want to take things to barter with? I'll give you this if you can give me. Will give me this.
I'll give you this backpack.
I'll unload my disrespect for my husband on you.
You want any disrespect? We got some of that.
Yeah.
Is everybody out?
Certain. We're here. 45 minutes. 45 minutes.
You ready? You got it set? You got it? Okay, go.
We don't need to run, do we?
Yeah, we need to run. Okay, we got that. This guy's y'all's. I know I already asked y'all that. Okay, good. One.
I'm just gonna have to beg.
I love you guys.
We need to find a mirror.
Look. I got a toy. I got a toy.
All right. Thank you.
She maybe have
We need the biggest one you're willing to give up.
mirror. Maybe. I'll be gave the mirror to somebody.
Oh, you already did get it? Oh, okay.
Here.
I have to contribute, okay? Okay, wait. We need to get rid of some of these cards. They're already dying. Would you guys maybe be willing to give me a 5 in exchange? Everyone's already giving their money away.
I want to give you these two in exchange for a $5 bill of your goodwill.
Why not? Why not?
Thank you. How about a 10? Can we get a 10?
Can we get a 20?
Is that a yes or a no?
No, it's okay.
But that's not an answer. What do you want?
I want you to answer me. Do you want to do it or not? You rock. Thank you.
Are you willing to donate any money to
I don't know, I think Simon is tripping her up.
Simon!
I don't think this is an easy thing for Simon to do.
My backpack is the heaviest already.
From what I've observed between the two of them, they're not getting cohesive.
Do you have a small child's toy?
Yeah.
Child's toy that you would be willing to donate to us?
Good afternoon, good people.
Good afternoon.
How are we doing?
Oh, just go this way.
Everybody's back, looking chipper and wonderful. How was it working with someone other than your partner?
It was fun.
I liked it.
Really? What did you like about it, Jacqueline?
We got along really good.
Isn't it amazing how well you get along with someone that hasn't hurt you, betrayed you, disappointed you?
I've always suspected that Troy wanted a trophy wife. He wants that pretty girl on his arm. And I was that once. I'm not that anymore. I can imagine that Troy was proud to have Jacqueline walking around with him because it kind of fulfills that trophy wife image that he has.
Oh, Miss Casey, you're kind of quiet over there. How was your experience working with another man?
We got along really well. I didn't think we were going to, but we did. We did. It was a lot of fun. I had fun.
How'd you do, Mr. Simon?
We did really well.
Oh, we. So that says there was a respectful working union here.
What did you learn about yourself, being with your mate versus not being with your mate and completing a task?
The politeness is definitely cranked up a notch.
It was easier for me to respect Troy more than it was, I think it is for me to respect Mike.
Well, I don't think that's a very good thing for Michael to hear.
No, sorry, baby.
Easier for you to respect another man than it is for you to respect him, but we certainly do that, don't we? So, Jacqueline and Michael, it's your turn. The red team goes.
I'm scared to share our story today. I'm scared that maybe I'll keep it inside, and I know it needs to come out, and I really hope that I'm gonna be open enough to do that.
So how long have you two been together?
A little over 2.5 years.
Okay, not actually married, but
No.
together.
Yes.
Okay, Plasma, please. Oh, what in the world? Oh, I mean, who's that?
That's me.
That's you. Where, when, how, what?
That was a week after Mike cheated on me, a bathing suit competition I did for the state of Arizona.
You reinforce that Mike cheated.
Yeah, that's what this picture reminds me of, because it was so soon after. It wasn't even quite a week, and it really, this competition helped kind of boost my self-esteem.
But I get that. Yeah. I understand that. But rather than claim the victory, you magnify or overlay your victory and your choice by his behavior. Is that respectful?
No.
So when you look at that picture of yourself, beyond Mike's cheating on you, what do you see?
Well, that smile on my face isn't really genuine. It's just hiding a lot of pain.
And this is?
That's us at our property where our house is being built.
Oh, you're building a house?
Yeah.
So is that a commitment to the relationship? The purchase of the house?
Definitely.
I don't think so.
So what could possibly override that?
I don't think I've really truly forgiven him.
How often do you relive this, Jacqueline, on a daily basis?
Just all the time.
And how often do you bring it up to Michael?
Quite a bit.
You're standing on a piece of property with a man who's willing to build you a house. And what you do is beat him up every opportunity you get.
I know.
Michael, why do you stay? But for the last year, she's been beating you up, disrespecting you, reminding you of your shortcomings, creating drama in the relationship. Why do you stay?
Hope that we can work this out.
Do you deserve it?
I don't feel like I deserve it, but I accept it and I take it because I don't know, I think growing up with my parents' situation, that's how I got by.
Allowances and tolerations that disrespect and dishonor who you are is part of your inner script. I just want to offer you that at that time it was a matter of survival, and now it's not.
Yeah.
It's a matter of choice now.
As long as you make it easy for her to dishonor and disrespect you, she will do it. Next photo.
CNR?
I think that those are the things that are in my mind that are keeping me from getting close to Mike, the cheating and being raped.
Raped? You were raped? You were raped. Now, when did that happen?
2 months after the incident with Mike. I met an actor. You know, he was good looking, and well, I ended up alone with him, and he bought me a couple of drinks, and I had 1.5. I didn't finish my second one. We go back to his apartment, and I just remember sitting at his apartment on the couch, and the next thing I remember is waking up about 4 hours later with him on top of me.
And then what happened?
I freaked out and I couldn't even remember that I had been with him that night, or, you know, it all came to me slowly, and once it did, I just was really scared, and I screamed, and he covered my mouth with his hand, and you know, I struggled with him a little bit, but he was very strong. I was just at this point just going along with whatever he said because I just wanted to get out of the house, and I thought if I was nice to him that he would let me go.
For someone else to have to go through anything against their will or have any type of abuse happen to them, it hurts. So it just, I want to plug my ears.
So, Michael.
Yeah.
The woman you love has been violated by another man. Where does that put you?
I couldn't stop thinking about it after she told me. Like, it made me furious.
I don't know if Jacqueline's going to be able to forgive Michael about his infidelity, especially because of the fact that she was raped so soon after that. I don't know that I could forgive that. I think that that's a very difficult situation to overcome.
So, you know, each of us are working towards a goal, and the goal that we've created for you is loving beneath the surface, because I think you two do a lot of good surface stuff. But what's really going on underneath there? So when you see that, how does that ring for you?
I think it's absolutely right.
I think that's exactly what we need to do.
Yeah. So, everybody knows everybody else. So now, really, truly, the boot camp begins.
You know, we have been working on respect for the last few days, have we not? So, there are these bands that say respect on them. Hold it until you're really ready to give it to your mate. It might take you 3 days, it might take you 2 weeks, it might take you a lifetime.
In your journal, you are going to write what it is you need from your mate in order to feel respected. And if your mate is willing to do that, and as you begin to see signs of your mate's willingness to do that, well then, you can give the bracelet.
That's correct.
This is hard. I feel like such a bad guy. I feel like such a bad person for disrespecting you and holding it against you for so long. I feel like I've been letting you down for a whole year. I'm sorry.
I want you to demonstrate to this man that you love him. You got 3 days, Jacqueline. Because if you don't learn how to do that, you're going to lose him.
Come on this way. So I want to just talk to you for a minute about control. Who has control when it comes to money?
She does.
She does, okay. I'm going to put that over here for a minute. What other area of control?
Sex.
Sex. Who has control over that?
That's,
Probably me more.
well, I mean, she says yes or no.
That would be control.
Yes.
What else?
Parenting.
Parenting. Who's in control of that?
Well, I mean, I stay home with her, so I make most of the decisions for her.
Okay. So would you agree that
Yeah, she's got that too.
she's
for
got
sure.
that too?
I think to Louis, I'm scary. If I was Louis, I'd probably be afraid of me too.
It's a mud pit, because isn't that what you've been doing?
Dragging each other through the mud.
Dragging each other through the mud.
We do it all the time in our daily lives. not over a mud pit, but definitely a tug of war.
I want you to tie his hand behind his back.
Tie one hand behind?
Tie one hand behind your back. She's just jumping on this one. Lou is literally helpless right now, powerless. He can't move an arm, a leg, he can't see. And Jen did it. Is this the man she wants now? So I just want you to tell me how you physically feel right now.
Incapacitated.
Incapacitated. And how often do you feel that way emotionally in your marriage?
100 times a day.
100 times a day. And how does it feel for you to see your husband?
He's not as attractive that way.
Oh, you're not attracted to him. So, on the count of 3.
It's not a fair fight. I can't fight him like this.
You fight like this all day long.
Peaceful reflection?
Mm-hmm.
Looks like isolation to me.
In Simon's regular life outside of the starting over house, he can get away with separating himself to avoid his emotions. But here, that is unacceptable.
A lot of times how yourself and Rhonda want us to answer you is, how do you feel? That's new to me.
So is it that you're sharing your feelings, or is it that you're guarding your feelings?
Both.
Mm-hmm. So you do feel, but then you guard them. That's why that wall comes down. Come take a little trip with me right now. Simon is 6, and he's angry. What does he do?
Fight.
Fight. Ooh. Physically? And then what happens? What's happening right now, Simon?
I don't understand within myself why it's so hard. It's so hard for me to tell how I feel.
Can I offer you something? Maybe you never developed the language for it. Very often, if emotions aren't welcomed or if emotions aren't acceptable, we don't develop the language. You may feel sad, but 6-year-old sad Simon would fight. You may feel frightened, but 6-year-old frightened Simon would fight. That was his language. Do you know where it broke down?
Just seeing my parents' relationship.
Your parents' relationship, it was a model that you can choose to embrace or not. They came together because they needed to be together. The same way you and Casey came together to learn what you need to learn. But if you're holding this vision in your mind of what you don't want to be or what that looked like, you don't have space for your own vision, my love. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're here. Okay, meditate on, pray on, pray on. What's the prayer, Simon?
Help!
You got it.
This is your husband. What do you want to do?
I want to untie him.
You want to untie him. Do you want to be untied?
Hell yeah.
Jen refuses to drag Lou through the mud. She could. She could absolutely win this tug of war and put him right down face first in the mud. But she won't. She sees his pain and she doesn't want to do it anymore. You know, I have a theory about relationships. That I believe that we're in relationships to heal one another's past.
Absolutely.
That's why I think we're together.
So that you can push each other's buttons
That's
until
right.
you'd have no more buttons to push.
That's right. Well, until you push them big enough that you're willing to change your behaviors.
Or you walk away.
Or you walk away, but you're going to get the next person exactly the same.
Right, and you've started over. We've got 11 years.
It's like, why would I work this out with not the father of my child?
So why don't you sit next to your husband? And what have you learned? What did you learn today?
That I don't like to see him less than 100% of himself as a man. And I can't do it. I can't do it anyway by myself. And I need your help.
Jacqueline and Michael are fairly young in a fairly young relationship, and I'm not sure that they're really aware of what draws them together and what pushes them apart.
Is there something that in you that says that you can't share your true feelings with Jacqueline?
I think sometimes it's beneath the surface. I think that I might not be able to share my true feelings with myself.
Excellent awareness. Because I heard you talk today a lot about your parents' marriage. And obviously you've got some feelings about that you've never shared. The hurt, the pain, the fear that now shows up in this relationship. So there's just some cleaning we need to do beneath the surface. Yeah?
Yeah.
And get you out of your parents' business.
During their separation when I was 12 years old, it was my business because I was pretty much my dad's best friend. He was 34 years old, I was about 12, so he confided in me everything about it, and I became a 34-year-old person right there that's his best friend and not his kid, so.
And what did that get you?
I guess it just got me a lot of pain. I've always felt to take it upon myself to do everything for everybody else, to take on my father's problems, my brother's problems. This prevents me from doing things that make me happy.
But you're still taking care of people.
Yeah.
So obviously you didn't get the lesson.
Yeah.
So I want to provide you with an opportunity to get the lesson. So here's your assignment.
Yeah.
You will prepare dinner and breakfast for everybody in this house every day until further notice.
Okay.
And make sure you satisfy their needs till you get the lesson.
Okay. Done?
Done.
Michael is a yes man. My hope is that he will finally get tired of taking care of everyone and focus his attention on his own needs.
You look like a deer in headlights. Why?
Because it's hard.
What's hard?
Just being here.
Really? What's the hardest part about it?
I don't know. I don't know that I've ever really expressed my feelings before, so I don't know how. I don't know how to, I don't know how to say, Yana, this is how I'm feeling, or this is...
Okay, well, let's practice.
Okay.
Give me your hands. Tell me how you feel right now.
I feel... angry. I feel angry.
Talk to me about the anger.
I'm feeling like the bad guy right now, and I don't want to make Mike feel like the bad guy, but I feel like all of this is my fault, and that we're here because of me, and originally I thought we were here because of what Mike did. But now I'm seeing that it's maybe I'm wrong too, and...
What else are you feeling?
Just sad that our relationship has come to this, and just hope that when we leave here together. And
is that your intention?
Yes.
To leave here together? Are you afraid that you won't? Yeah. Tell me why. Tell me why you think you won't.
I'm afraid that whatever is inside of me isn't gonna be what he really wants once he really sees it.
I'm scared right now because I feel so alone. I'm scared that now that I've been exposed that nobody's gonna like me.
You haven't really learned as a woman how to express your love for him. And what I want to say to you is if you don't learn how to do that, you're going to lose him. He can only take so much. His ego, his manhood will not allow him to put up with it forever. And some little wonderful somebody will sashay herself right by him and he'll be gone. So I want to, woman to woman, I want you to humble yourself. I want you to learn how to give to him. And that's going to be your assignment for the next 3 days, Jacqueline, to demonstrate to this man that you love him. I want you to find out what makes him smile. You've got 3 days, Jacqueline. I don't know if you have to buy him something, make him something, things that you say, things that you do. There's all sorts of little things that you can do.
Yeah.
So you understand? Work at it. Restore the man's confidence.
I can do that.
Casey is up in her room. I think she's taken this very seriously, this entire process, and she just seems to get quiet and like to reflect a lot in our room.
In order for Simon to gain my respect back, he needs to stop shutting me out and show me his true feelings.
Come on. There's no more need to be sad about anything anymore. Let's move on. Let's be happy.
It's easy to say, just be happy. Oh.
This Life Coach Tip of the Week is brought to you by Lysol.
Communication is the key to a successful marriage, so it is a very important skill to master. So if you want to be heard, say what you mean and mean what you say. And remember, if you're accusatory or disrespectful, your partner will most likely tune you out.
I have an assignment for all of you. First of all, let me just announce that for the next several days, Mr. Michael is going to be your houseboy. He will be preparing breakfast and dinner for you each and every day. For this evening, I want you to come together as a community and one by one share what it is that you need from your partner to feel respected. And if they are willing to make that commitment to you, you give the word as to whether or not your partner can remove their backpack. You lose the backpack by making the commitment. You earn the bracelet by demonstration.
Okay.
And that's what we're looking for. Have a great night.
The assignment Iyanla gave me, I'm supposed to make breakfast and dinner for the whole entire house till I learn my lesson. I'm feeling confused. It's kind of hard. I don't know.
You okay?
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna worry about everybody else. Like, I need to worry about myself.
Well, it's an assignment and you have to complete your assignment. There is a reason behind it, why she wants you to do this.
I'm trying to get the lesson out of it.
You know? Well, you haven't done it yet. I feel like you have to do the assignment to get it. Oh, it's so pretty.
My job of putting an entry in my journal, coming up with a way to respect me, was one sentence phrase, and I never even thought of it till I've been here. I need you to be honest with your feelings, not be afraid, not be like a steel door.
Troy, what I need from you in order to feel respected is I need you to listen to my feelings and validate me.
We can do it.
It's been like a war zone in our marriage without any rhyme or reason. It's like a war without a cause. We can take that off.
You can take that off.
Jennifer, what I need to feel respected by you is to feel that my opinion is valued and be patient with me.
What I need from you, Louie, in order to feel more respected is I need you to understand that it's really hard for me to ask for help in the face of opposition. So support me when I do.
Jennifer bitches for help. Jennifer screams for help. Jennifer complains for help. She never asked for help.
And I just want you to lead our family.
I can do that. I can commit to that.
Okay? You can take your backpack off. Thanks. Hallelujah. I'm a little apprehensive about, truthfully, both my and Louie's ability to honor our commitments, because this is an 11-year-old habit that we have, and our life is really set up around the way that everything works.
What I need from you to feel more respected is for you to listen to my feelings without telling me how I feel. I need you to be able to discuss issues with me, even when it gets kind of tough, without yelling and name calling.
I
I can commit to that. Michael, in order for me to feel respect from you, I need you to let me know that you care about my feelings, even when you disagree with them and even when you might not understand.
Looking into Jacqueline's eyes, I definitely see some doubt between us, and that she's afraid that I might leave her.
Can I take off?
You may take off your backpack.
You too.
Casey, what I need from you to feel respected by you is I need to feel wanted by you. And I need you to drop your guard and be intimate with me. Can you commit to that?
Yes, I can commit to that. Simon, what I need from you is honesty, trust, and understanding. And to never close me out. Respect the fact that I will never be perfect. I am me, my own person.
I will.
Promise?
Yes, promise.
Can you sign right here, please?
She has it in writing, and as an attorney's daughter, I know that that's really important, so.
I know that Simon loves me, he cares about me a lot, but as far as him shutting me out, it's really leaves me alone a lot of times, and I kind of feel like I'm stuck somewhere.
There's a lot of pain underneath.
We've destroyed our marriage through this war.
This stone mask, when I talk to her.
This is an 11-year-old habit that we have.
Jennifer bitches for help.
She's afraid that I might leave her.
I feel so alone.
Next on Starting Over, Casey reveals what's holding her back.
Rise above it, Casey. Observe it. Don't be in it.
This issue is controlling my life.
Cheryl goes after Troy.
Hold that thought. What's under that? There's something under that. You getting ready to whack it.
And Jacqueline is forced to face a difficult reality.
I'm afraid if I stop punishing you today, you're gonna stop loving me tomorrow.
I don't know how long I can stay.